Unquarantined Stories, the Idaho Project. So we're going to take you on a trip to Idaho. We're going to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho to see if this is some place I want to retire at, some place I want to invest in. We're going to go on a scouting mission with the family from Sacramento all the way to Idaho, and we're going to have fun doing it. We're going to take a lot of pictures, and we're going to take you on a journey with us.
I have therefore chosen this time and place to discuss a topic on which ignorance too often abounds and the truth too rarely perceived, and that is the most important topic on earth: peace. What kind of a peace do I mean, and what kind of a peace do we seek? Not a Pax Americana enforced on the world by American weapons of war, not the peace of the grave or the security of the slave. I am talking about genuine peace, the kind of peace that makes life on earth worth living, the kind that enables men and nations to grow and to hope and build a better life for their children. Not merely peace for Americans, but peace for all men and women. Not merely peace in our time, but peace in all time.
So that's right, we're looking for peace in our time. So we took the journey as a family to go to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, to see if this is what we want to do. This is what I want to spend the next 20 years doing, building an infrastructure in Idaho where I can retire. Leaving California was exciting, but I do miss a lot of its upgrades compared to these other states. But it was very cool to go see the country and go out and see these strange things. Very strange. Tried to capture as much as I could of it to show you what the trip to Idaho looked like from Sacramento, California. So have fun, take a look, enjoy. The landscapes were absolutely beautiful. The colors were like nothing I've ever seen before. The drive was awesome. Very easy, no traffic. Loved driving through Oregon. Long drive, but worth it. And as you can see, COVID-19 still a worry in every one of these states that we visited, but a little bit more forgiving in California. So we stopped at this awesome park that had a canyon with two bridges in Oregon, and it was absolutely stunning. Man, breathtaking to look over that canyon wall and just see that drop. We hung out there for a little bit. I highly recommend stopping here. Very, very beautiful. Driving through Oregon was like driving through a time machine. It was like, honestly, like a journey through time. Watching and looking at all these different landscapes, farms, mountains, hills, grass, trees, red canyons. It's just amazing to see all these amazing, beautiful landscapes. And it's right there in our backyard. Yeah, 13-hour trip, but well worth the visuals. Washington was a lot flatter than I thought. driving through Oregon was absolutely beautiful. Washington, a little bit flatter. A lot of water though. God, we drove by so much water, I can't even explain it. I wanted to jump in every spot I saw. The canyons in the beginning of Washington from Oregon were beautiful. Seeing the reservoirs were awesome. Just big bodies of water that, you know, normally would be scarce here in California about this time, or becoming scarce, are just in abundance out there. It's a beautiful scene. Then we came up on Spokane, Washington. It reminded me a lot of Sacramento as we were driving through it. It's pretty cool. And at this point, I know it's only 30 minutes to our destination in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. "30 minutes later, here we are, Idaho. Beautiful. It was weird. It was like going from this city and all of a sudden going into a paradise. The colors changed, the greenery was way more abundant, and then I saw the sign for Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. It was an absolute great experience hanging out with the family, scouting out the U.S., looking at a possible place we might live in a few years. Just keeping their minds open that there's so many opportunities out there. And this video is mostly for them to remember that we did this. So in their life, they won't be scared to take a step. They won't be scared to go look and see where they want to be in life. Looking for a better life is the American way, and we have the constitutional right to travel within our borders to find that peace and that happiness. And I'm looking for that peace. I don't want to have to worry about my daughter's life and what they're going to do with it and how they're going to take it. I really do appreciate being American and being able to make those choices. It's awesome to be able to experience these things with my family. I love them to death. I wish my other girls, Mercedes and Destiny, could experience this with us, and they will. Their turn's coming. I want them to see that there are other possibilities out there. We don't only have to be stuck in one place. We can move. We can find happiness. Sometimes it's here. Sometimes it's just showing you that there's another way. As a dad, as a father, I gotta lead you there.
So you think maybe you'll sleep on it till waking with the dull and aching pain. And if it's not enough, I will hold you so you don't slip through. Slip through my hands and go making plans with somebody new. Keeping my head low.
So we made it to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Very exciting. Long drive, but it was relief to see that sign. Absolutely beautiful. Not what I expected. Beautiful people, beautiful scenes. Everybody was nice, very weird. Very lively. Everything's closed down in California, and we're used to that. We go here and we see everybody at the bars, at the restaurants. I know there's loopholes out there doing to do it, but still, it was awesome. The masks weren't required. People are just free. It's a great feeling. Downtown Coeur d'Alene kind of reminds me of like a Santa Monica cross with a little bit of Sacramento. I mean, I love Sacramento for what it's worth, and has a lot of old features, and there's some of those old features here in this town. There's also some new features and new homes and older homes, but they have all the amenities that we have here in California there. I did talk to some of the local people, and yeah, younger people have a harder time here sometimes as there's not a lot to do. But being close to the lake, that is one of the best options in Idaho as far as living for younger people. Also, schools, they were pretty cool. We went and checked out a couple of them just to kind of see what they look like, and they're new, they're modernized, they look pretty awesome. I think the kids would enjoy going there and would get an awesome experience. The lake was absolutely stunning. The views, I couldn't even imagine living here. It's like a dream. If I lived or a place like this where I was literally 5 minutes walking from this beautiful lake, and when I say beautiful, it's clean, it's kept up, the area is very nice, as you can see. A lot of history here, lots of just small town feel, but also has that, you know, tourist kind of feel to it, like Miami does, or, you know, like San Francisco does. Flowers everywhere, just beautiful scenes, and just a really cool atmosphere. I felt safe. Never once, as I walked through the evenings, or me and Bonnie ventured out just to kind of see what was out at night, we didn't see a lot of homeless. We didn't see a lot of patrons out there that looked disturbing to us. It was very, very down to earth. And I'll tell you what, I felt at home there. While we were there, we checked out some properties just to see what the price ranges were and see what we wanted to live at and what we wanted to live in. We found some empty lots that were nice acreages for some low prices, and we found some homes that were good deals with some acreages, a barn, a home, and all of that. So we're looking, but just curious. Is this where I want to spend my last part of my life at? Is this where I want to live? Could be. The city was very clean. I didn't see trash anywhere. They have Albertsons there. Nice hotels. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bridges with awesome scenes all around Coeur d'Alene. We even tried some of the campsites there, and very beautiful place. Very green, lots of water. I was absolutely amazed at what I was seeing. You gotta go check it out. Pretty cool. Hayden is a town just north of Coeur d'Alene. Really nice, very humble. Love the properties there. And there's a lot of shopping and stuff there that's not prevalent to Coeur d'Alene. Coeur d'Alene is like a beach town. And just north of that, 5 minutes up, you have Hayden, which has a lot of shopping, schools and stuff like that where you can maybe live instead of living in Coeur d'Alene if you're not into that touristy type of place. Check it out, pretty cool place. So we found the middle school, and pretty nice. Very, very nice setup. Small, quaint, but looks like it's modernized and ready for kids to learn some interesting things. It was very cool to see that middle school there, and I think it was a relief for my daughters to see it. Justice won't be affected by it, but Storm could be. So this was Lake Middle School. Very nice.
Just a wicked web heat spun. Turn your head and end our love. Walk on in, even though we know it's such a sin. I'm letting you in, girl. You know I need you in my life, so my heart was breaking clear in two, hoping that someday you would know the truth, that my love for you was true and had never ever died, and that somehow, some way you'd be back in
As I walked through downtown Coeur d'Alene, it was a good feel. Lots of family, lots of beautiful things to look at. Got the occasional weird stare. I think because I wear all black, it was just a little weird for people, as most people there in this lake town were college people wearing light pink, light blue, light green, white, and then you had this guy wearing all black. So I got some crazy stares, but I got over it, and they got over it once I put my shorts on and started walking around like I was a beach bum as well. Beautiful scenery. My daughters loved the water. It wasn't cold. It felt like bath water. There was activity all over the place. There was beach fronts that you can use all over the place. Beautiful hikes. There was boats you can rent. There's just the most amazing feeling. And I know this place gets cloudy a lot, but we were there on a sunny day, and it was absolutely amazing. This town is something out of a dream. It's almost like Lake Tahoe or something. You go visit and you leave. So even the thought about living here, again, it's just amazing to imagine. So still thinking about it, but I honestly believe that this was a big perk to have this beautiful scene right outside your back door and at your fingertips anytime you want. I was so amazed by just even that wood right there in the water, the way it was being smoothed out by the waves. Just a beautiful area, just amazing. So me and my family are a curious bunch, so we asked a lot of questions. We asked people in Post Falls, we asked people in Coeur d'Alene, and we asked people in Hayden how they felt about living there, and they all had their own opinions. The lake was absolutely beautiful, and they loved that part of it. The biggest part is I asked one guy in this pita place we were eating at, I said, hey, what do you think about it? I'm thinking about moving here and with my family. And he said, oh, I feel sorry for you. And we ended the conversation there. Again, that was one guy's opinion, but it seems to be that the younger crowd is a little dissuaded by the place. And the fact that I live in California is almost like being a superhero to them. I think that they would rather live there, in their opinion. So I worry about that with my daughters. But again, they'll be older as I move that way, as this is a retirement plan. But I also believe that this will be a great opportunity for them to see new things and grow as people, to see what they want to do with their lives. Even Bonnie having an easier life, not worrying about her going to a store or worrying about a home invasion here in California, because those things do happen. I'll have a safer place to live, a place I can take them and hang out and be ourselves, and hopefully my whole family can be with me there someday, if that's where we go. Again, this has all been just like a dream, so now I gotta put some numbers, some data together, and see if this makes sense for a retirement plan for 20 years down the road here. But again, I have to start building it now, and who better to start building it with than my family. So I put this video together so they can see that I'm really putting some thought into it, and I'm also putting some data to it. I also want to encourage my friends, if you want to come check out this place, I'm down to take a trip. Maybe it's a good option for you too. It does seem like a very nice place to live with 20% less cost. Got a little bit of snow, but if that's the worst of it, I'll take it. And I heard it's about 4 foot a year, which is not that much. We can deal with that. Plus, hey, we get a white Christmas. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short video of our journey from Sacramento to Idaho to scout out which could be our future home. It was a long journey, but it was worth it. It was worth the adventure. It was worth the experience. Thank you for joining us on this journey. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again.